came across my news desk. They call him the internet's or America's best dad because he posts pictures of his children on social media and he posts Bible scriptures on social media. See, this is the brainwashing. Number one, before I get into this, people, this is a sacrifice. This is the reason why, you know what I'm saying? See, nothing on the internet goes viral unless the elites make it go viral. You know what I'm saying? Nothing on the internet gets hundreds of thousands of likes unless the elites make it get thousands of likes. Nothing on the internet get hundreds of thousands of comments unless the elites make it get hundreds of thousands of comments. And I know some of you people that's on social media is probably saying, "Oh, you don't know that. Maybe that person's very popular." No. Even when you on Facebook and you post up a photo on Facebook, and then in your notification, Facebook will come back and send you a notification saying, boost this post to over, and have this post be seen to over 1,000 and something people. Let me tell you something, people. You can have 5,000 followers on Facebook. But when you post something on Facebook, Facebook will only show your post to maybe 1,500 to 1,600 of the followers that you already have. So when you see something that you post on Facebook and Facebook come to you and say, boost this post to over such and such more followers. Well, when you pay to boost that post, all they do is reveal your post to just a few more of followers that you already have. You don't get seen to new people. That's for other things. You know what I'm saying? When it falls aligned with the agenda, it's for other things. And this is a clear example of mind control. Yes, MK Ultra mind control, just to be a sacrifice. This man 26 years old. 26? What did I say 26 represents, people? What did I say 26 represents? If you guys don't know, if you're just stumbling across this video and you don't know what I say 26 represent, well, how many letters is in the Gregorian alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How many letters? Is it not 26? Then now you do your research on who created that alphabet. It's the Romans who created that alphabet. Because 26 represents God. Don't represent my God, because my God is a higher. My Messiah is Yeshua. But it represents their God. So when you see somebody like this either dying or getting into trouble, taking his freedom taken away at the age of 26, it represents God. So we know who did this. The Romans, the Jesuits. The Romans is the Jesuits. The Pope that we have today is the first Jesuit Pope. He's the 266th Pope, to be exact. And the Romans, aka the Jesuits, is the sole people responsible for anybody you seeing being sacrificed today. Now, I say all that to say this. I won't be too surprised if, being that the elites, the Romans, the Jesuits, that made this couple famous, that made this man famous by being, quote unquote, the America's best dad, they did that for a reason. They did that to sacrifice the boy. You know what I'm saying? They did that to sacrifice the boy. Because he is a boy. He's a boy to me. The boy's only 26 years old. That's a boy to me. I have kids that age. That's a boy to me. And I do say kids with an S. I have kids this boy's age. So that's a boy to me. You understand? So this was a blood sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? that his wife was a sacrifice, and he was also a sacrifice, because his wife was a sacrifice, and he's a sacrifice by his freedom getting taken away from him. Where's the kids? Where's the kids gonna go? Let me tell you something, people. This man was quoting Bible scriptures. So black people who liked this man's post because they thought he was a Christian. What is a Christian, people? See, this is where we got the whole thing mixed and screwed. Because a lot of people are happy to be called Christians. What is a Christian? Who made up the word Christian? Well, the Bible said in the book of Acts, the disciples was first called Christians in Antioch. And why was disciples called Christians in Antioch? Because the people in Antioch, every time they seen the disciples coming preaching, what did they say? Oh, here come them damn Christians again. Close the door. You know, it's kind of like what we do when we see the Jehovah's Witnesses walking down the street coming to our house. We close the door, close the blind. Here come them Jehovah's Witnesses again. So that's what to be called a Christian is. And we are proud to be saying we are Christian. You got to know who you are. If you're black, like this man, he looks black. He look like he's from the tribe of Judah. The black people in America is from the is of Israelite descent. You know what I'm saying? We're not Christian. We're not Baptist. Baptist, that was John the Baptist's job. Somebody took John the Baptist's job and made it a religion. We're not supposed to say, oh, we're Baptists. That was John the Baptist's job. Some people say, I'm a Christian because I follow Christ. Being a Christian don't make you a Christ follower. You know what makes you a follower of Christ? Doing what Christ did. Keeping the commandments that Christ kept. Waking up the 12 tribes of Israel like Christ did. You notice Christ did not go to anybody else but the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Because even when Christ was at the well, Christ was not preaching to that Samaritan woman, which was a heathen woman. Christ told that woman, it's not right for me to speak to you this great wisdom. Give you this wisdom. I'm giving you this wisdom. It's like giving wisdom to the dogs. But what did the Samaritan heathen woman say? Even the dogs eat the scraps from the table. So she recognized that she was not an Israelite. Anyway, I'm out of time, people. But this was a blood sacrifice. America's best dad. You know what I'm saying? Well, I thought I was out of time. I'm not out of time yet. I got, you know what I'm saying, a couple minutes left. You know what I'm saying? America's best dad. Really? And then they shamed him. They lift him up. They lifted him up. That's what they at least do. They lift you up. They got to make you a recognized individual. So that when they go to sacrifice you, the whole world can see the sacrifice. The whole world can, you know what I'm saying, see the sacrifice. That's what they do. America's best dad. Then they shamed them. They lift the black person up to bring the black person down. They lifted Bill Cosby up. Because who was America's best dad? Who was America's best dad back in the day, people? When we came from school, you know what I'm saying? Our parents came from work. They couldn't wait to sit down in the living room in front of that TV and put the Cosby Show on. Because that was America's best black family. And they lifted Bill Cosby up to do what? To send him crashing down. They lifted him up, then they shamed him. You see that? America's best dad. Okay, people. This was a blood sacrifice. And I know it. And people, and now you know it. And no one is half of the battle. But anyway, his name is, what's his name? Well, you'll see the name in the title. I'll put his name in the title. If you want more exclusive content, exclusive conversations, weekly Bible study, and much, much more, join my exclusive Facebook Messenger group. You can do so by sending me a friend request to my Facebook page. PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook. That's PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook, and I'll add you to the group. I want to thank you all for tuning in, logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour right here on 90.1 Gospel Talk Radio. I am your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get a notification every time we drop this juicy news. Hit that like button if you like this show. Hit that hate button if you hate this show. If you have a question or comment, put your question or comment down below. I'll try to answer them accordingly. Till next time, stay tuned. God bless you.